Alright, let's check on some of these other doo-doo ones. So, rejection on the day here. Let's see what Amazon still getting pushed down. Let's go through this. Bill still getting wrecked. I wonder what it did around that line. Hey, this is some pretty easy stuff. This certainly isn't, but it's certainly not nothing I would ever touch. 10-foot pole. Is this the open? Bunch of people out. I really don't understand what it was. Oh, we touched. Still really don't understand. Hey, what's up, Beats? It's good to see you again. I think it's been a while. I think it's at least been a week, unless you're lurking in here and there. I think it's at least been a week, maybe a week and a half too. Maybe, or maybe I'm crazy. I'm pretty sure. Almost positive. Sometimes I feel like my memory's fading. But yeah, I'm just going through some of the stuff. I don't think too much has really changed. I don't think too much will. Overall, so we'll kind of see what happens. Everything looks pretty poo-poo. Everything looks really bad. I thought this was D-Whack for a second. I was like, wait a second, what? This went up? See, my memory's not too bad. But, ooh, Express is definitely held pretty decently. I'm kind of surprised by this. Oh, well, never mind. I'm not surprised by this. Ah! I think I was thinking of something else. Maybe this was 4-hour averages? No. I feel like I was looking at this yesterday, I swear. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I saw this candle literally yesterday, looking just like this. Maybe I just look at this stuff too much when I stream. Like when I'm not streaming, I like never look. I'm gonna be straight up. When I'm not streaming, I barely look at charts. Ooh, gold's in a nice place if we can just hold there. Get this out of the way. This would be a nice end and a nice start right here. I like that. Rid of this crap. I like that. Really nice. I mean, it could fail, but geez, the squeeze, the shoot up looks really nice. Ooh, GME's in a nice place. Looks like GME is not just here, but I mean these are horrible lines and stuff, but from before. But I remember 120 being a pretty pivotal spot. What time is it? So we got a minute and some change. Yeah, but this looks pretty nice here. Yeah. Now we're back under this 120 spot. Super saddening. I don't even remember why. It was. There's some reason that this was here. Oh. I don't think it's donezo yet, though. But this is pretty. You know, I mean, this is pretty yikes. Why is it? Oh, there we go. This looks pretty bad where it is right now, just in a sense. Even if I just look at this, not looking at anything else, I mean, it just looks in general like this is really overbought. Especially coming now. I mean, there's so many green candles to red here. And really, there's such a big reversal, though. So how much time do we have? 28 seconds to the new 4-hour. Let's try to make our predictions. Let's see what's going to happen. I still feel like on another 4-hour change, we could see some up. But just as easily, we could see some down. I mean, this isn't a place where I would long anything. I guess I should definitely get that out of the way. But it would be interesting to see. And I think it would almost be even better if we could. But I'd like to see it. I don't think it'll happen. I feel like stuff might just get super cold or something over the weekend. I'm really, I don't know, weird about it. But it would make sense for this to try to push up again. So we do have this target right down here as well. Seems kind of weird to want to push into that personally. What I would think, like if I was a standard person, I would say maybe here, this would be like the exit spot for some shorts, or definitely like a big take profit. But I feel like on this 4-hour change, I don't know. I feel like it would make sense to exit some of them, just let it come back up a little bit and then just re-enter. But everything looks so horrible, so who knows, right? Who knows? Everything looks so horrible. You know, it almost looks the same no matter what we look at. Amazon doing the same. They're all questioning, will we go up or down? This would be pretty wild, I think, if it goes down, though. Then we got Bitcoin itself, which I think is still in a precarious situation. Just what it's doing. I mean, it's pretty much laddering down on the 4 hour. This is super ugly. I mean, the 4 hour for this also isn't the same as the 4 hour for the market, though. The next 4 hour for this is what? I'm not doing it. It's too difficult. I know what it is for the Eastern time frames, but it's every interval of 3 on Eastern, or 8. Every 4 hour, like, interval on, I guess that's what, 8, 12, 4? UTC? Huh. It just works out so nicely now that I think about it. Oh, I never really thought about it. UTC is really nice. I like UTC, but this will be really interesting to see how this plays out. I wouldn't be surprised if this just falls back down. Like what I was saying earlier, one of the things I could possibly see about this is depending where Bitcoin or Apple ends. I mean, I think where it is now is already pretty easy for that to happen. But depending on where Apple ends, I could definitely, like, if it, I don't even know if it can end in a bullish enough spot. This is what I think Bitcoin needs to end, like, around here on the day, and then maybe push up from there. I think that would look pretty nice. But, I mean, this is a horrible day start, and we've already, cleared here, we've cleared here, and we've also done this on the week time frame. That was this bounce. And we've cleared here pretty heavily, too. 2 hits, almost 3, 4, and then with the double top. So, I mean, I'm not bullish on any of the stuff till we come up. And I'm still not bullish on it, really, past that. We just missed our whole opportunity to, to wedge out of this thing and then do something beautiful, It's really, really saddening to kind of see with this stuff. So, let's see what's going on with some of these, see what they're trying to do. I think it's still, whoops. I really think I truly believe the 4 hours is an important time frame. Like, obviously because I started to stream there, but I think it's an important time frame for other people too. It just seems, I don't know, it always seems to. There's only one of them every day, right? The first 4 hour you get is the open, and then there's only one 4 hour change besides that, right? I think with the 3 hour, there's what, 2? Yeah, because for my time that would be 9:30, 12:30. Wait, is the open a new? The open, the open, I guess, is a new candle for everything. Imagine, no matter what you look at, whether it's like a 2 or a 4 or a 3, even a 6. I'm not going to use a 6. I don't really care about the 6, but I'm just wondering. Interesting. 6 month. I almost want to check this out just to see how stupid. I just want to look at Apple on this. This is going to be like the dumbest thing I think I've ever seen. But let's do, what do we want, 6 hours? Okay, there we go. This is going to be one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. This is so worthless and such a waste of my time, but it just seems so fun. What was it, a 6 month? Oh, I don't even see it on here. I thought I added one. There's a 12 month? Oh, a year candle. I don't know if I added that a long time ago. And how stupid this is. Like, what? I'm gonna be honest, this makes me feel a little bit better. I do. This is actually almost more insane, though. Huh. Anyway, I don't really care about this too much. Let's go back. I don't think we're really seeing anything, though. It just looks like it's trying to slightly push up, looking at the pricing of it anyway. So, I'm trying to. So, but I mean, a little leeway could go a long way. I still think it's pretty oversold for the day personally. And on a Friday, I feel like there's a lot to gain from not letting it drop again. Just from options, but, we'll see what they do. Pretty agnostic about this still, so I really don't care. But yeah, I don't see how. I mean, the biggest thing to me, what I would hate to see, I guess, in a sense, is if I don't think it'll happen, to say, like, if this is drop. I don't think it will. I would like to see us come back to this. I'd like to see maybe something here and then maybe something over here. Unlike, so if we look at the 2 hour in a sense, I'd like to see something. We fall through, and I'd like to see us come back. I mean, these are usually like super easy positions to take, pretty easy positions to take, and then you know, just depending on what's being traded or in what respect, usually looks pretty nice. So we didn't get it on the 4, but it's close. It's close here, but just one green day that is like, hey, let's try to come back in or let's try to come close back in. I'll take that. I'd really like to see something like that. That'd be like we're just going here, and the next averages down are all the way down here. Hull anyway. Hull averages, not 200. So, I gotta go at 2 today, or maybe I can come back. I have to do something. I just have to install something really quickly. But that should only take. Hopefully, it doesn't take that long. It should only take 5 minutes, 6 minutes at most. No. This is kind of interesting though to see if they win or not. I think this matters 0 to me. If I was in a put position, I still would have gotten out of it or massively deleveraged right here. Just because the 4 hour seems pretty nice to try to push back up. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of people like me or like that actually have like millions and millions and millions of dollars, which I do not. That just say, okay, let's come back at 1:30. And this is what, Eastern time, I get, or California time? This is what, 10:30? So this is actually a pretty decent time for the West Coast to kind of check back in this stuff too. But I still feel like I don't know, something about 9:30 to like 10:30 and seeing that first 1 hour change. And I feel like maybe 9:30 to 10:45 or 10:40, and then 1:20, so you get a little bit of time before. I guess 9:20 to 10:40, and then I think 1:30 to maybe, or 1:20 to 2:40, probably that. What is that, 2 hours and 40 minutes a day? I feel like that's all that is super important for a lot of this stuff. And then maybe just checking the price, right? Like, we already know where we are. Like, I don't need to see this. I know where it was like what did it change over at, like 32 or something? Below. So it changed at opened at 34. I mean, you don't even have to really like see what it's doing. And it's not at any important line, right? So it's not like that's gonna be. Ooh, what's this? Dang, this thing really got pushed under. AVA? What is this? AAVE? What are these people? Whoops. What are these people? I don't really care what they are, to be honest. But, whatchamacallit, this is definitely like a big wow. I mean, considering this holds us down here, this is close, but not close enough necessarily. This is very nice. This is very nice. But, I mean, this respects it pretty well. I don't know what the heck's going on up here, though, to be honest. This is also... it's so weird. It respects this stuff really well, and then, like... I mean, this is nice, but... it's not horrible, actually, when I look at it. A little wonky, though. But I guess with everything else going on in such a bearish market, I shouldn't be too surprised that, you know, there's always external factors and other things affecting the price of this stuff. Man, I got this herbal tea. It's crazy. I take it twice a day. Technically, it's like $8.50 per pack. Like $500 for 60 of them. What is that? 500 divided by 60. Oh, it's 8.333. Okay. But I mean, it just feels like this respects it a lot. This is super worrisome for me on a 4 hour anyway. I mean, even if it's not like a put spot or a put position, I could still easily see this being what would you call it? Like, I mean, this is a super straightforward one. I mean, we not only came down under here, but we got knocked down here. I mean, until this comes back over. Even if it's not a short position, okay, well, I would say this. I think it is a short position, at least 1x. And not so much shorting, I guess. I'm pretty sure selling out to the dollar is a 1x short, right? I'm pretty sure. Almost positive. Yeah, because you're giving someone your stuff, and, well, it's not like a contract short, so I guess it's not actually the same thing. Because you're not borrowing from it. And you even... Yeah, so it's not really... I guess it is a short, but it's not a short in the same sense of, like, there's a contract with terms and stuff. for like lending fees. But yeah, this looks horrible. Oh man, I wonder what the other time frames look like. And it's pretty cool. We can see Apple going up a little bit in the background. We can see AMD trending back up a little bit. That's pretty nice to see. I think this was probably the most interesting thing I expected to see. All day maybe. Or unless if this pushed, if I don't think it would, but if instead of pushing under, if this pushed back up, I don't remember where it is. I'm not that. I don't remember that much. But yeah. So this looks nothing too crazy. I'm hard pressed to say this is oversold. Just because it's under so much. Or this is what it is. It's oversold, but it's oversold into really bearish territory. I think that's probably the most nice way to just talk about it. Kind of like this. Like, I wouldn't want to be in this until we're like back above. I don't like what this did here though. But maybe if it looked good enough, put a line here. Yeah, because if let's see what this looked like. So let's do it this way. This is at what, 161 even? We can see it up here. 61 even, where we first touch it. Coordinate. A nice even. Back over here. Nothing really. Nothing really. Yeah, I don't know if I really would have bought into this at all. I mean, we don't see anything on the 15. I don't see any reason that I ever would have. This is a stretch. Yeah, and I wouldn't consider this even above. Yeah, I don't think I would have bought into that right there at all. No way. No way I ever would have touched that with a 10-foot pole. Maybe if it came back down to it somewhere. No. Well, let's see. What are we looking at? The 2 hour? Here. So this looks pretty nice. This looks amazing, actually. Even if it's like someone sketched out by these two. Like, this is beautiful. And even if it's not taken here, like, I mean, I wonder how quick this went up. Let's just do this to see where the price. Oops. But I think there was still a chance to buy this if it was seen at that point in time. I just put this here for some other reason. It's not supposed to be an actual line. Yeah, I mean, ignoring these small time frame, which we'll call it, because I don't really care. Yeah, I mean, there's a decent amount of time. 5, 10 minutes, something like that. 15. This looks pretty decent here too as well. And then maybe get out if it comes back under. Probably. Or, I mean, it feels ballsy to wait for it to come back there to sell. If it did come under. I don't think I'd do that. Yeah, I probably would have been pretty aggressive on this. But that's pretty cool to see this. So there was at least a little bit. I really like what it looked like on the 2 hour though. Anyway, I don't know if there's much more reason to look at this. But it'll be pretty interesting to see what it does. I don't know if this will do anything. This does remind me a little bit of Bitcoin in another respect of where it kind of currently is. If we look at this kind of on the day time frame, not the 4, but the day. Is it the day? Just the fact that it's kind of like under what I believe is massive resistance, and I don't think this thing was. So the day candle here was horrible where it started, or bad in my opinion. And obviously you can see the double top and everything else when we hit. But I mean, this specifically is one of those things that let's see when this got. I'm interested to see what happened towards the end of this day. Let's do the 1 hour first. I'm wondering how hard it got pushed through towards the end. Does it look like... Okay, so this was already through. Okay, I was wondering if we had a lot of selling down here before, but where's the market end? 6, and so we're looking for what, 19? Okay, yeah, so this really got crushed with the market yesterday. Yeah, okay. I was wondering if there was like some manipulation thing or what, or I was wondering if maybe towards the end of the market day we were holding above on some of these lower time frames. actually, let's do this also. Where did it end on the market? So it hit a low here with the market close. And this is where that is. That's the high. I'm interested to see this on the day. Which Bitcoin is this? Okay. So this is the one I had for another purpose. Okay, so this was the low, or we can just see there anyway. This was the close. And then this was the top, I think, of like that 4-hour candle, I think. So yeah, even if they would have had to have held it about here. But yeah, okay. So I mean, this I always like to see if like they like to push it under or above really quick at the last second. I always think that's a big thing. I always think it's kind of interesting just to check that out. So looks like Apple's still just trending up. Nothing really too surprising here, I don't think, you know. So really gonna have to fight around these areas. I'd like to see it come all the way back here. I think that's, in my opinion, I think that's arguably more bearish or setting up for more of a bearish situation. If we just look at it from the perspective of, well, if this is oversold, we want a decent amount of buys in here, right? So from that perspective, I think that's pretty nice. Instead of here, because like, what if we still start here to the top and then it looks like, okay, maybe we have a bottom and some support, then maybe we can, you know, hit just slightly higher. You know, have a nice doji here and then maybe move over on another 4-hour and fight. I want it to be clear, you know. I want it to be clear whether it's going to go up or down. I want, like, you're either going to buy it through the line or you're going to have to buy it against the shorters and the people selling out. I want something clear. So far, I mean, it seems pretty straightforward with some of this stuff. Nice $1.30 up on here. Amazon, I mean, it's up more than $1.30, but not percentage-wise. So it's like what, $800 on. I wonder how expensive. I want to see how. I'm not buying any, but I want to see how expensive Amazon. And I do have to remember in 12 minutes I have to do something. So let's see. Just because it's a Friday, I'm just interested. Like there's a Friday and there's like no time left. What our call is worth at this point. Okay, that's not even where the price is. What's the price on that? 30.35. Geez, so a $1,400. Oh, that's not that bad. Huh, I would never mess with that, but a $1,400 call. That's for 30.49. So let's go up $15 more. No way, that's so stupid. These are still so expensive. I guess it makes sense. I don't really get it, to be honest. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. It really doesn't. So, I mean, it's like only here, but it's like we only have till the end of the day, and it's a Friday. I'm not surprised it stops pushing up, but how much more? Realistically, before the day ends, you know, and then you're stuck in it until you're stuck in it after you haven't gotten rid of the position. There's another sketchy one that we have right here. If we look at this, reminds me of AAVE a little bit. Like we see this, it got pushed here, but when we really look at it, and this is some really nice stuff here. Let me just point that out. That's some really, really nice stuff there too. I mean, it's no surprise almost. It, like with the setup and how nice some of this stuff has looked. Now, if we played the top here, maybe. But I also think the interesting thing here is because we have such a downwards movement on the moving average here, I think this really could have actually still have come up. Like we could easily touch the line here without and still make a double top. So this was a really this is what the 10th was like. What 10, 30 there? Okay, yeah. So this is definitely like a pretty aggressive on the part. But I mean, if we look at this on the day, we can essentially see that we're now under. Definitely a little sketchy. I need to put my blue blockers on. A little sketchy from that perspective. So different looking at the world with X blue blockers. I'm not like advertising to like they buy them, but I'm not advertising it based on them. But I'm just saying, like, you want blue blockers. I've had friends that have paid like 40, 50 bucks for it. I don't really. I mean, the main thing about this, it's not needed anymore. The whole point I did this looking at it, get rid of it. I think there was just so much resistance above this. We'll see what happens though, but there's just so much resistance above this. There's the line there, that there, that there. It has so much above it, so pretty interesting to see what happens though. They're trying, and I guess anyone trading this in the short term or up here. There's 6. Oh, that doesn't even really matter though. Yeah, that's pretty rough. 157.150 on the day, just to get wrecked down. This is probably the saddest, but to me this would be, this isn't that bad. But I think this is horrible. Oh, hey, what's up, Pinto? It's good to see you back in here. My bad. I was looking at chat real quick. A lot of interesting stuff, so, I mean, I think it's all pretty standard on the 4-hour change anyway. I think we're still pushing up, right? Apples, yeah, we're still pushing up, so nothing's really too surprising on this 4-hour change. I think it's all pretty standard. But at least we got to see like a change in direction here. Not that I think it'll make any big difference. Like, I don't think we're pushing. I mean, we might. Just with the way options and stuff work, I don't know if we're pushing through anything till the end of the day. I remember seeing on CNBC the other day, poor Friday options traders too on this last 4-hour. I really gotta say, like, poor Friday options traders. They deserve it though. But it was funny because I was looking at CNBC the other day. Dude's like, PayPal looks great. And I think that was like, what, here? No, it was 110. No, wow, that was it. Wait, what? That must have been 2 days ago. Yeah, wow. Oh, because it was at 110 at the time. Or maybe it was yesterday. I don't know if I was watching, but pretty. Not that I care. It really provides nothing useful, I swear. CNBC is probably one of the worst channels I think anyone can watch for any sort of trading or analysis. It always blows my mind real quick how, like, you look at a... So let's see, where's the day chart? Day time frames here. It just blows my mind. Like, who actually trades, or like what respectable trader or investor or anything goes like this? Like, and their charts are like, what are their charts? They do the heck. Oh, what? Oh, I see. They do their, like, isn't it like this or something? Oh no, rain. What am I trying? What the? Oh, geez. What the heck happened? No. I actually kind of like range bars, to be honest. But I would never use them. But I think they're cool. Is it baseline? I don't even remember what it is, but they just use the most annoying thing. I think it's area. I think this is what it is. It's supposed to be on the day. Where'd yesterday start? Where's today start? 34. There we go. Like, who wants to see this? Like, what is this? This means nothing for me. You know what I mean? Like, this is like one of the most useful things I think. Like, you could show any. Like, I'd rather not see a 1-day chart in this, like, what is it? What is this called? Area within this type of manner. Like, I don't know. It's whatever. I'm just kind of saying stuff to say stuff because it's just, I don't know, one of those things. I don't know. I just always found it ridiculous. Like, you know, like here, oh, it's like, oh man, it's an upwards trend. Yeah, this looks maybe pretty decent. Lower low. I don't know. We're pushing above the high, the lower lows before, or the higher lows before. It's like, you know what I mean? And it's like you can't even see sometimes. You know, it's just like the dumbest thing. I don't know, it's not the dumbest thing in the world, but it is. It is just dumb. I never understood it, and I honestly think it's a big detriment. I used to. I mean, I went off their fundamentals sometimes, but am I even looking at anything? Okay, yeah. My blue blockers make it difficult to see what color I'm actually looking at. Let's see. This is a long time ago. Oh, it looks like we recaptured this area, or a decent amount of it. I don't know about recaptured. Relost. Relost. It would be nice here too to see. I doubt it, but it would be so nice to see all these like try to come back up. This at 25 or maybe like 25.50 would just be so nice. As I said, not like I think this stuff's gonna have an extended push up. It may be, but I don't think we'll see something like that today. Or I don't think we'll see any sort of. First, I don't know if it's even possible to see any confirmation like that today. But yeah, let me check. I gotta do something in a second, and yeah, I'm actually going to. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna get stuff set up. I need to leave for like 5-10 minutes. At 2 o'clock in 3 minutes, and then. Well, I don't know why these are even on here. Do I have nothing on this left apple tree? I deleted it all. Bring Bitcoin up for it, because I think Bitcoin, even with the shift pitch work, is still pretty representative. And like always, the biggest issue with this is like for anyone that ever uses it, they always have to remember like where things hit. Like if someone doesn't remember this is here, or like we're under right now, I mean this, completely changes, right? Then it looks like we're above instead of under. So bring up Apple here, still fighting, doing pretty nice. I mean, it makes sense shorts would pile on here. I still think it could have a little bit more to go up. I mean, these are two pretty big down days, and stuff like AMD is still pretty low. So I'll be back in a second. I'll be back in like 10 minutes. What does this say? No. Let's do this. Be back around 2:12 EST. Put this there. Okay. And then, and then I'm gonna get ready real quick. I'll be back around that time. I'm just gonna leave this up for now.